How's it going, folks? My name's Sam Cahoon. I'm the executive chef here at Ceviche. It's located right before the drawbridge to Wrightsville Beach. Kind folks at Mott's wanted me to give a little demo on ceviche and explain really what it is and how we make it, so that's what I'm going to do today. Now, there's a lot of people out there that are still confused about what ceviche actually is. Ceviche is a dish that originated in South America, and it's really any ingredient, typically seafood, has been marinated in a blend of citrus, onions, and chilies. Now, every ceviche is composed of 6 basic ingredients, the first of which, and obviously the most important, being the fish. Here at Ceviche's we use corvina. It's a fish that's native to Panama, but really you can use any type of white-fleshed fish. If you look up corvina, it translates into sea bass, but it's actually a member of the drum family. So I recommend using drum or snapper or mahi or any other fish along those lines. The other ingredients used will always be salt, citrus juice of some kind, an onion of some type, chilies of some kind, and your choice of herbs. Now, the most difficult part of ceviche is the actual cutting of the fish. When presented with the whole fillet, you want to cut out any rib cage and bloodline. You want to make sure that any of the rib bones have been removed, whether by hand or using a pair of needle nose pliers. But what I recommend doing in order to make the actual dicing of the fish a lot easier is throw it in the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes. You want to be careful not to freeze the fish, but just let it firm up in there a little bit. After about 15 to 20 minutes in the freezer, your fish should be nice and firm and ready to dice. What you want to do is go ahead and break the fish down into sections small enough that you feel comfortable handling. Make sure to give yourself plenty of space. And what I do is I go through and I cut it lengthwise first. And then from there, cut the fillet into little strips, trying to make it as even as possible. Once you've got your strips, turn them, slice the other way to get a nice dice. Now that you've finished dicing your fish, it's time to assemble the ceviche. The first step is taking your salt and gently coating the fish in the salt. What this does is it extracts moisture from the fish and lets the lime juice soak in faster. Once you've mixed the salt in, you want to add your citrus juice. Now, you can use any type of citrus, but you want to use lime primarily because it's the strongest of the citrus and it'll cook the fish faster. Once you've got your fish diced and marinating in lime juice, you can go ahead and add the other ingredients. You want to start with your onion. And you should have about as much onion as there is fish in the dish. Too much, it'll be overpowering. Too little, and there won't be enough flavor. Once you've added your onions, you can go ahead and add your chilies. Now, the chilies are completely up to you. I like my ceviche to have a little bit of spice to it, but if you're not comfortable, feel free to leave these out. After you've added your chilies, go ahead and add the last step, which is your herbs. Here at Ceviche's, we use a lot of cilantro, but you can use basil, oregano, tarragon, whatever you prefer. Once you have your ceviche in your storage device, you want to make sure there's enough lime juice to cover the complete ceviche. I recommend using a plastic container, as metal containers will react to the citrus juice in the lime. Once you have your ceviche ready, cover it tightly, place it in the refrigerator for about an hour or until the fish is cooked all the way through. After about an hour, your ceviche should be ready to serve. You want to check the fish for doneness. As long as it's cooked through, scoot it right into a bowl. I recommend serving it with crispy tortilla chips, or saltine crackers, or really any crispy condiment of that nature. After all your hard work, this should be the finished product. This is our Corvina Tradicional Ceviche here at Ceviche's.